Hi, so today I'm going to be doing my FSN 319 course project analysis on Breyers mint chocolate chip ice cream. So a little introduction, my name is Natalie Garner. I'm a graphic design major in a fourth year, and the reason I chose this food product is because one, nostalgia. I grew up in SoCal eating a lot of ice cream. As you can see, there's a photo of me on the bottom right corner, and I'm eating ice cream with my cousins. And also, I grew up eating Breyers because my mom always said, if you don't know whether to pick Dreyers or Breyers, just remember Breyers is better because the flavor is just a little bit better and it's really creamy, and I feel like the ice cream just tastes more homemade. Fun fact, Breyers ice cream is 158 years old. In 1866, it was founded by a man named William A. Breyer in Philadelphia. For processing techniques, I'm going to just talk about the three that we covered in class a lot, which would be pasteurization, which is when the ice cream is heated to kill pathogens, and then cool storage, which is when the ice cream mixture is then cooled, which helps it gain its texture and helps the fat crystallize. And then it goes through freezing storage, which is when the ice cream is put in the freezer and then air is being whipped into it so that the ice cream comes out to the perfect texture and consistency. On the bottom right corner, there's a photo of this pasteurization part of the process, and then on the bottom left, there's all the different steps that go into ice cream processing, but for time's sake, I'm not going to get into them, but as you can see, there's a lot. So this is the PDP and the IP. As you can see, there's not that many ingredients on the right. And they describe themselves as mint chocolate chip ice cream. For the nutrient analysis, I decided to talk about total fat. There's 11 grams of total fat in this product, and total fat plays a big role into ice cream. It makes ice cream have a smooth and silky texture, and limits ice crystals. It also brings about the rich flavor of ice cream and assists with releasing hydrophobic flavor compounds. It also stabilizes the air bubbles, which makes the ice cream really soft and prevents it from going rock hard in the freezer. And it also makes it not crumbly. And total fat makes the ice cream melting time way slower. That way a person could scoop it and put toppings on and it's not going to be a puddle when you eat it. For the product comparison, I'm comparing Breyers to Rebel's mint chip ice cream. So Breyers has 200 calories per serving, 11 grams of total fat, 23 grams of total sugars, 12 ingredients. They use cane sugar as a sweetener. The allergens are milk and soy. And the claims are that they use 100% grade A milk and cream. And then Rebel is 210 calories per serving, 19 grams of total fat, 0 grams of total sugars, 21 ingredients. They use monk fruit as sweetener. The allergens are milk and egg, and then their claims are that they are full fat, 0 grams of sugar, lactose free, and keto. I personally view Breyers as a choice for me. I feel like since I don't eat ice cream very often, I don't eat it every day, I don't mind if it has a decent amount of sugar because I feel like that just makes it taste better. And I also appreciate that Breyers has limited ingredients. I feel like it's more simple ingredients and it is lower in fat because Rebel and like some other healthier products, they tend to be 0 grams of sugar, but then they have all this fat. So I prefer Breyers for that reason. For additives, I'm going to talk about soy lecithin. This acts as an emulsifier, meaning that it blends the water and fat in the ice cream together so that it makes it smooth and creamy. It also prevents ice crystals from forming, and its main purpose is to enhance texture and give the ice cream a good structure, and there's a photo of it on the bottom right. For the marketing romance copy, I'm not going to read all of it for time's sake, but basically with this copy, I really wanted to focus on the refreshing aspect of the mint flavor, the nostalgia, since Breyers has been around for a long time and many people grew up eating it, and yes, that Breyers has been around for a while. Those are the things I wanted to focus on, and I feel like the AI copy really tapped into that without making any false claims. I really like their phrase, cool, creamy, and full of childhood charm. I just think that sounds really nice, and I like that they talked about one bite and you're back to simpler days, kind of giving a throwback / a nod to the nostalgia. My view on the product now is that what I knew, like first starting into this product, was that Breyers uses pretty good ingredients. It's a creamy product, and I knew that it was pasteurized, but I didn't really know what that meant. Now I know that during pasteurization, pathogens are killed and the overall product is less microbial. And then even though Breyers has added sugars, it does have a lower fat compared to like a healthier ice cream. And then fat is important in ice cream because it makes it very creamy and delicious. And something else I want to know would be, why do ice crystals start to form when a tub of ice cream is opened? And how long is like ice cream good for when it's opened? And then lastly, if I worked for the company, I would want to go into marketing because of my graphic design background, and I've also run social media before. And I also really like copywriting. I really liked that exercise where we got to write the copy. And I really enjoy telling a story of a product. So I feel like if I worked for the company, marketing would be a place where I would thrive, whether designing or coming up with creative concepts. Thank you for watching, and I hope you learned a little bit more about Breyers mint chocolate chip ice cream.